Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the Mama's Review. So today I thought it'd be fun to talk about what breast pump I used. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm not breastfeeding anymore. Jacob is officially done breastfeeding. I don't know how I feel about it. He kind of started to wean himself, and so I sort of thought I needed to follow suit and just do what he wanted. And so he's done. He doesn't really ask for it in the night anymore. He doesn't ask for it during the day. He never was like grabbing at my shirt or anything, but I used to be able to tell his cues and see when he wanted and didn't want it and stuff like that. And in the night now, he is content to just take his soother, or, you know, if I, just rub his back a little bit, but before he would have freaked out for me to do that. So we are officially done nursing. It's very nice to be done, but it also definitely ends his baby stage for me. So it's a little emotional, but that's okay. It has to come to an end at some point, and I was ready for it to be done. So when I first got pregnant, I sort of thought a breast pump might be necessary, but I wasn't totally sure, and I know that they can be really expensive. And so I didn't want to waste the money on a breast pump because I thought, I'm going to be nursing all the time. Why do I need to spend money on a breast pump? So I didn't. And then about, I think he was about a month old, my husband, I said, you know what? He's up so much in the night. He said, I'm not super comfortable nursing him at church. With everybody around. I wasn't at that stage yet where I felt really comfortable just nursing in public. And so I felt like I needed to be able to pump and feed him a bottle, or let Nathan feed him a bottle, and I thought that'd be awesome for nighttime, or if I want to get away for an hour or two. Nathan has milk to give him when he was really little. And so I asked for a breast pump from Nathan, and we kind of discussed it, and he sort of thought there was no need for it because they are expensive. And I went and I looked at a few hand expressing ones, and decided that that's the route we were gonna go. So he picked me one up at a store, and surprisingly I came home with it, and I was very grateful for that. So the kind that we decided to go with is the Medela Harmony breast pump. So he picked that one up for me, and it looks like this. So this part obviously would go on your nipple, and then it attaches to a bottle. And it came with all this. It came with 2 bottles. It attaches to that, and then basically that's all you've got to do. So this little part up top here is to start your milk flow. So when you first stick it on to your nipple, you're going to pump this. I don't know, it kind of depends on the woman, kind of depends on her flow, but I pumped it probably about 10 times, and then you would start to see your milk starting to come out, and then you can do a nice steady pump with this. You can do it fast. It's up to you. It kind of depends on how well your milk comes and how fast it comes and all that sort of stuff. So I really liked it. I loved being able to control the speed that it was going at myself. The one thing I will say about it though, and this could be me, I never really was able to pump more than 3 ounces at a time, but I know I still had milk in me, because if I were to hand express, or if I were to feed Jacob directly, he was getting milk. I could hear him swallowing. I could see that I was expressing more, so I don't know if that's me and the way that I was pumping, or if that's this pump, or what. Or, I mean, I know you can get different nipple guards, and this one is, I don't think it says, oh yeah, 24 millimeters. So I know you can get different ones. This is just the standard one that comes with it. I never did see other ones. I wanted to try a smaller and a larger just to see how they sort of fit, and if they were going to help at all. So basically, it just pumps through here and goes into this little bottle. This bottle is a 5-ounce bottle, and so, like I said, I think at my very most, very most, when I was super full, I probably got 1 bottle full. So I didn't really love to sit and pump, because I sort of thought most of the time, if I was pumping, I wanted to do it when it wasn't a feed time. And so I felt like, because I didn't pump often enough, I felt like I had to like really schedule it in, and I had to take the time to do it. And it took about half an hour to pump a couple of ounces, like 3 or 4 ounces. And so I just felt like it wasn't worth it. And so in the beginning, I really did it a lot. Nathan, tried to feed him and stuff, and that worked okay. And we took a bottle to church, and then I was just sort of like, forget it. Like, if we are out and about, I'm gonna just cover myself and I'm nursing him. I am done spending that half an hour the morning before, when I've got me to get ready, a baby to get ready, you know, my husband's got to get ready, we've got to get all out the door, and I'm having to sit for half an hour and pump so that I can feed him later when I can just feed him. So I didn't use it a lot, unfortunately. I'm hoping that I do use it more with our next baby because I really did like it, but I thought I would need it more than I did. And you know, in the beginning is probably the toughest time, that first month to 2 months where he's just nursing constantly and all you want is a bit of a break and you're not really able to get away or, you know, go do something. So maybe our next baby, I will use it more in that first little bit. So yeah, I do really, really like it. I would recommend it. I liked, like I said, the fact that I could control the speed that I was pumping at. I also like that everything comes apart, like all of this plastic piece comes off, all of the pieces come apart so you can wash it. It detaches from the bottle and then all of this snaps off. It's got these little like rubber stopper things. It comes with a few extra of those. And then yeah, it makes for really, really easy cleanup and easy to boil it if you really want to sanitize it really, really well. So I was really impressed with it. So the other thing that it came with, like I said, it came with a few of these bottles, but it also did come with this nipple. And Jacob took this nipple twice, I think, and did a really good job with it twice. And then we had a big break where I hadn't had to pump because I was home a lot, we weren't really doing anything, and so we stopped using it. And when we went to go use it on him again, he would not take it. Not at all, not from me, not from anybody. So the cool thing about this nipple, and I'm not really going to be able to demonstrate it very well, but the cool thing about this nipple is the fact that it makes them have to suck. It will never just drip out. So they have to latch on to this nipple, which I really like. I'm upset that it didn't work for him after a while. I think he found it hard to latch. It didn't really make sense to him. So anyway, that is the breast pump that we used when Jacob was kind of first born. The other thing that it comes with is a little like sealable lid. So most of the time I would keep it in the fridge for, you know, a day or whatever, and you put this lid on it, and then when Nathan went to feed him, he'd put that lid on it, and it worked out really, really great. So I also wanted to be able to freeze my milk, so I could have a bit of a stockpile on hand. That way, if I didn't have time to pump, I had some ready for Nathan if he needed it. And so I went out and I bought these pump and save little bags, and you just attach your breast pump onto it. I never did that. What I did is I would pump directly into the bottle and then I'd pour it into a bag, seal the bag, put the bag in the freezer with the dates and everything on it. And they just look like this. And they have a spot where you can write like your name, the date, the amount, all that sort of stuff. And it holds 5 ounces. So again, this was kind of a wasted purchase for me because most of the time I would not use, like, it was harder for me to go and take out some milk because you're not supposed to thaw it in the microwave, take out some milk, thaw it, have it ready. It was just easier for me to pump. Like, I wasn't going to be away 3 days that he needed to be able to have a stockpile. So I didn't really use these, and I don't think I'll use these with the next baby either because to me it just didn't make sense. I was able to pump if we needed to pump. I liked them. They did what they were supposed to do. They freezed really well. They were easy to write on. It was easy to put the milk into, all of that sort of stuff, just a waste of purchase for me. That's kind of the same thing how I feel about my breast pump because I feel like I didn't need it as much as I thought I would, and I've already expressed that, but I wish I would have used it more, or I wish I would have needed it more, but at the same time it was really nice that I didn't. So I don't know, it's kind of a catch-22, so it doesn't really bug me too much. So because Jacob stopped taking this nipple with the bottle, we still wanted to be able to feed him, and we still needed to feed him. So we went out, I heard great things about these Tommee Tippee bottles, and I went out and I purchased a few, and right away he had no problem with the nipple. And he used it for milk, and then after a while he used it for water, and now they're getting packed away for the next baby. He really did like them. I don't know why the nipple is so awesome on these, but it is. He latched really, really good to it. It was really, really easy for him to drink. He still, if I were to hand it to him, would know how to drink out of this. And that says something because he doesn't get this very often. So I really like this. I really like the Tommee Tippee brand. We have their sippy cups, we have their bibs, we have a bunch of stuff by them, and I'm really impressed with the products that they have, and they work really, really well for Jacob. So it's really nice for us because I know that it's a brand that I can trust that has a lot of great things that work for my family. Like I said in previous videos and a bunch of times before, not all this stuff is going to work for you either. This breast pump might work awesome, it might not work at all for you, but I'm telling you that I really, really liked it. It was a breast pump that I felt like was really, really good. I didn't try any other ones, so I can't really compare it to anything else, but for me, it worked for me. It worked for what I needed it for. And the other part of that is if you're going to be a mom that's primarily at home, I think I could say to you would be save your money and don't buy a pump unless you need it. You can always buy it at a later date. Don't go out and rush to buy one right away because you might not even use it at all. So that's kind of what we did. We waited. I don't think we waited long enough because had I waited a little bit longer, I probably would have said, nah, we don't need it. It's not a necessity. I'm comfortable feeding him where I'm feeding him. It also depends on the type of person you are. If you're a little bit more shy, or you know, you're not really comfortable nursing in front of people, covered up or not covered up, then you're going to want to purchase a breast pump so that you can still feed your baby the breast milk that you have, but just, you know, in a more social setting and you don't have to feel uncomfortable. Anyway, guys, I hope this video made sense. I kind of feel like I jumped all over the place and I talked a few different products. Like I said, Jacob's done nursing, so we are done with all of this. It's getting packed away for the next baby, and hopefully I'll use it more, and maybe, just maybe, I will re-review it next go around. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and stay tuned because in a few short weeks, I'm going to be reviewing a product I absolutely love. It's called the Zippity Zip. It is an awesome, awesome product. It is a transition sleep aid for babies who are swaddle babies that are now transitioning to no swaddle. It helps with their startle reflex and it helps them sleep better at night. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway on that. So go ahead and follow along, subscribe if you haven't already, because that is going to be coming up very shortly and I'm super excited about it. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.